From the very first whistle, it felt like Canara Bank had a point to prove in this game of the ongoing Beighton Cup. Momentum, rhythm, and intent, they carried it all into this contest against PNB, and they won the game absolutely with conviction 2-0. And by the end of it, they walked away with not just a win, but back-to-back statements of authority at the Beighton Cup. The opening exchanges were fiery, even though both the sides started off on a sedate note. Both the sides started off on, very, very cagey affair. PNB looked sharp, disciplined, compact, but Canara Bank were calm and composed, kept building their triangles, working those passing channels, and waiting for their moment. And when the moment arrived, they made it absolutely count. Yesterday itself, when they were playing their previous game against the opposition whom they had won 2-0, that was Odisha 11. Of course, in the penalty round there was one mistake that they did, that they dropped their shoulders, they dropped their guard extremely soon, right after the first two goals were scored, and then Odisha 11 staged a comeback. We saw this in another game today in match number 6 that happened between UP11 and BPCL. UP11 had scored a couple of goals, and then BPCL staged a fabulous comeback. This is what happens in hockey. If you let your guard down, if you let your shoulders down, then it becomes extremely difficult for the team to stage a comeback. There were a couple of opportunities in the very first half which Canara Bank had received, but none that could find the back of the net as well. This was another backhand hit that was there, but it failed to find the back of the net, the backhand hit there. This was a fantastic save, and a big kudos to the goalkeeper of Canara Bank. He did a fabulous job in making sure he saves everything. Jagdeep Dayal, he was a wall in front of the goal, the guardian of dreams of Canara Bank. And like yesterday, that was 9th November, we witnessed some heart-throbbing action from Canara Bank and Jagdeep Dayal in front of the goal. It was 10th November that witnessed the magic of Canara Bank again. Couple of goals were scored. The first goal was, of course, scored by Nukul Malnath, who scored his third goal. He scored a couple of goals against Odisha 11, and then all he had to do was find the back of the net in this game. So Nakul it was, and then eventually fabulous bit of work. This was the penalty stroke from Prithviraj, who did not miss, sent the goalkeeper in the opposite direction. So it was Nukul Malnath and Prithviraj who found the back of the net for Canara Bank. And Canara Bank right now, right at the top of the points table, 2 wins, 2 victories, and then 4 points up their sleeve. This is the penalty stroke that we can watch over and over again. Prithviraj and Canara Bank did dominate proceedings. It was PNB who did try their level best to stage a comeback, but they failed to do so against the prowess of Canara Bank. And Canara Bank would be brimming with a lot of confidence, would be brimming with a lot of action as well. They have their matches against Indian Oil, the 7-time champions of the Beighton Cup. That is on Tuesday itself that they have PNB. So PNB would need to exercise the ghosts of this loss and stage a comeback. On the other hand, Canara Bank next play their match on 12th November up against Indian Oil. So they would need to be absolutely in their level best. So that was the highlights of match number 5 of the 126th edition of the Beighton Cup.